huyu nimemchukua tokea nakwambia ana muda wa miezi 6, yani sasa hivi ana miaka 9 sijui sikosei. Sababu huyu alikuwa anaumwa sana. Sasa wale wazee wake mpaka wakamsusa. Kwa kweli hajaenda hospitali akapelekwa X-ray akajulikana kama ana nini, lakini mwenyewe baba yake anasema matatizo ya na fahamu zake anazo, lakini kama sijui mkono wa mtu. Kwa hiyo ilikuwa wamemtenga. Samia naye mwenyewe. Na kazi yangu ndo hiyo ya kugonga kokoto. Sina kazi, sina bazi. Maisha ndo haya mlionikuta nayo, kwa sababu hata pa kukaa ndo. Kwa sababu ndo uwezo wangu mdogo. Amna, kwa sababu ninayoipata naila. Nakula, ninayoipata nakula, sina. Na nilikuwa mwenyewe nataka asome, lakini ndo nilikuwa sijapala. Kwa vile ni mdogo wangu niliona hakuna matatizo.
I didn't hear that. Can you say hello again? Hello. That's very good. That's very good. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the present continuous tense. He is teaching. I have one question here I want to ask you. Why did you use he? Why did you use he when you said to Saifu, he is teaching? Why did you use he? Why you didn't use she? Mambo poa. Freshi. I'm Shafi. That's my real name, but a lot of people call me Gasica. I started my journey, I would say, when I was 14 years old. In Zanzibar, most of the subjects are taught and examined in English. And if you speak English, it's like a ticket or a passport, you know, to a better life. Because with English, you'll be able to pass your exams, you'll be able to understand all the questions. But the problem is that most of the kids, especially the kids from the poor community, where there's no English spoken there, or, you know, parents don't speak English, it's very, very hard for them to be able to pass the exam. When it came to my exams, I was, you know, like I didn't understand anything. It was like German or Chinese or Greek, you know, so I didn't understand anything. And that's why I failed my exams. And back home, my parents thought like, no, you failed your exam, you don't like school. So they kicked me out of the house. So I stayed on the street for a couple months until one day, one gentleman came and woke me up when I was sleeping on the floor.
Kuna siku moja nimesahau kidogo katika pita yangu hapa, sababu nilikuwa nasoma huko chini, nikakutana na Gasica hapa, ambaye kwa mimi kama mimi kimuono nilikuwa naona kwamba alikuwa sometime anakaa na watu ambao ni vijana wanaojihusisha na tumwani, nikahisi kwamba huyu anaweza kaja wakamuingiza katika sehemu ambayo sio sahihi. Na ilikuwa ukipita hapa kule, sehemu kule unaweza kukuta watu wamekaa kama hapa, wanavuta bangi, wanakula unga, na sometime hadi wanaiba. Na nikamshauri au nikamwomba nimchukue nyumbani ambapo nahisi kama mlienda hapo. Kwa hiyo nikamwambia, yani nikaenda kwao, wakaja pale, nikamweka, nikawa naanza kumfundisha kidogo kidogo.
He offered me in English programs, like he taught me English for free. He bought me books and pen and pencils and everything that I needed at that time.
So, tukaendelea kwa muda, of course kama mwaka mmoja na something hivi. Ikabidi nimshauri arudi kwao endelee na masomo ya shule.
I practiced my English pretty much every day because I really wanted to be able to speak it. Yeah, I went back to school and then because this guy helped me and I was like, now I'm back and I'm happy. But a lot of my friends failed the same exam that I failed. And I was like, I'm gonna help my friends. So I invited my friends home so that I could help them with, what I learned from this guy. But then my family or my parents were against that. They were like, we want you to focus on your own education. Don't spend time, help other people. Focus. Yeah, I'm here. So I was born in the house and I was born in this room. Who's here? No, we have a video! My brother is in here. I was like this when I was a kid, like this.
Yeah. I saw him in the bus.
Yeah, you saw him in the bus?
Yeah.
Him? Oh, him. When I was born, I was received with, like my mom was here and my dad was here, so my mom couldn't get to hospital, so my dad received me. So I was blessed from day one. So this is our house, and this is where I was born again. But here's my mom. So her name is Hapsa Suleiman, and this is my father. His name is Mwita Haji.
Kwa sababu nilifikiria hivyo, kwa sababu ndiona kama hatuendelea kwenda na juu kama kusoma na skuli, akasoma skuli, akisha akasoma na Kiingereza ndipo atakapoendelea sana. Lakini akasoma skuli tu, akasoma Kiingereza tu kama hatakuja juu katika maisha. Lakini sasa hivi ndio naona faida yake iko vizuri tu katika.
They were right because they were like looking after me, but I was like, I want to help my friends. I want to help everybody else because my friends invited their friends and their friends invited everybody. So it was like, it was not a small thing. This thing was just growing. And my family was like, no, we want you to just focus on your own thing. So for me, when they said that, I was like, this is not a family that I want to live in. I got to a point where I had like 150 kids. And the community there liked me. They're like, wow, you're really doing a good job and helping our kids and blah, blah. So I was like, great. And so this woman offered me a bedroom in her house. And so you can sleep here. And so you can just, get out from these houses and have your own room. I was very excited. Then I went back to school still. I continued to go to school. And I took my exams when the time came. This time I passed my exam.
How old were you when you passed your exam?
I was 18 when I passed my exams. And when you pass your exams in Zanzibar, your name's is in the newspaper, on the radio, and everywhere. And my parents had my name. And when they had my name, they were like, we want this kid back home.
Nilikuwa na furaha. Nilijihisi mimi nimefurahi kwamba mwanangu kapasi. Licha ya kuwa anasoma Kiingereza na huko anasoma masomo ya skuli, lakini kapasi vizuri.
So my mom came to where I was living. Wasn't actually living, but I survived and lived. So she came right there and she's like, I want you to go home because you passed your exam, you need to have like a proper care and stuff like that. But I didn't like that because at that time I had 150 kids with, in that community, and I was happy there. And to me, that was like my family and the family that I wanted to live in. So I said to Mom that I cannot go back home. So Mom said, I can understand. Can you walk with me? She was building her house, but it was half built, was no roof. And she said, you know, just half of it and just rooms. And she's like, you know, have this place. You can finish this, have, you know, yourself a school or a home or whatever you want to do with it. So I walked with my mom for like 20 minutes and we got to this place and she was like, this is my place. You can have it. Build yourself a school or a home, whatever you want to do with it. Yeah. I was like so excited. I jumped up and down like, yes, she's amazing, you know.
Wakati ule nilipokupa ilikuwa ana wenziwe wako sambamba, yani wako pamoja anawasomesha. Nikajua mimi kwamba hakika kwamba ndio anasomesha na wenziwe.
You know, we got a place now, but in a minute, I took a minute, I was like, how am I gonna build it? I didn't have any money, I didn't have any job, I didn't know anyone. And some of my students were older students. So we sat down and we said, what can we do to build this? So we came up with ideas. There are so many people building houses. Why don't we just go, help these people build their houses, get some money, save the money and build our own school? So we built it in 2 years. So in 2 years' time, we were able to make enough money to put the roof. We put the roof, we were like, no windows, no doors. We have the roof, this is the building, this is what we have now. So we moved in. We didn't have electricity. So one kid donated a blackboard and another one donated a battery charging light. So this blackboard had also a big hole in the middle. And the night classes had to use the battery charging light because all the kids had to go to school. I had to go to school myself. So we meet at night. And at night, we didn't have electricity. So imagine having no electricity and you have like the battery charging light, the blackboard had a big hole in the middle. So I was writing and then I had to shine it to the kids so they could take notes. So it was crazy. And the vibe was just amazing. And because they could see it's an opportunity, you know, for them and for them to be able to have a better future. You know, when you work for the communities and you give all your heart to it, you always expect people to react the same, you know, if you love them, they should love you back the same way you do, because you think you give them everything, so you want them to give you everything back. We were big, we had like a big name, but money came in because we received the first big donation, and that changed everybody's mindset. When that happened, I actually thought I was not gonna continue to do what I was doing for my communities. I was down like for 3 months, not knowing what to do, but I didn't want to do what I was doing. Yeah, then after 3 months, I had a call that the people from Ongojoko needed some help. And I went for that. When we first came in this village, none of the teachers or the school committee, the community leaders, believed that it was possible to get the kids to pass their exams. Everybody was saying to me, none of the kids will pass their exams here in this village. None. Wow. And they said, you try, but we 100% sure that none of the kids will pass their exams. And then we got the first 2 girls who passed their exams ever. They thought it was impossible, but we made it possible. Yeah. I asked them questions of like, what you want to be? Like what you want to become when you grow up. So most of them want to become farmers or fishermen. Nobody wanted to become teachers, doctors, or engineer, or anybody. So they were like in the box. So then that inspired me to kind of like help them to change that. 96 children in this classroom, just here. 55 girls and 41 boys. It's crazy. And that's why you see, it's, sometimes, at least this classroom has got benches, but sometimes you go to a classroom, there are no desks, no school desks, so the teachers won't be able to walk. So they stand like this and teach, and then watch out the kids. It's so difficult. All the subjects are taught in English. Kids don't understand English. They copy and paste, and there's so many in the classrooms. It's not easy to even manage them. So that's why they don't have good results.
Did you ever sit in the classroom together? Did you know each other?
Yeah, we always did together. We were always as classmates together.
That's so true.
Yeah, that's standard one.
At that time, I didn't have the future. What I was just thinking was just about selling the fish. I mean, I was just thinking, when will I be free from the school? Just got to help mom sell the fish. I mean, when I came here, the teachers told a lot of things, but I didn't understand. I didn't have time to do my homework. Sometimes I was just beaten by my teacher when I came here. Where is your homework? I didn't understand anything. But when I met Gasica, the way he taught me, and then I started knowing, oh, I think now I told myself, Sada, you can, the way you understand him, you can do a lot of things.
Once I started learning English and try to speak, that's how my life started, and I changed my dream to become a tour guide, So now I would like to become a professional one.
Yep.
In Zanzibar, if you speak English, it's like a ticket or a passport, to a better life.
I'm very proud of myself, that I now have grown up, and then I know what to do, what is good, what is bad, what the importance of education. At that time, for sure, I was very, very young. I didn't know what exactly education means. Now I have a dream to become a civil engineer. And now this is my last year to finish the uni. So it's a busy, busy year.
Good, very good. Please clap hands for her. Very good, very good.
What is he doing? He is jumping.
Very good. Because we talk about the dates, we use over here. I want to give him some candies. So this is Zanzibar Learning for Life Foundation. This is where everything started back in 2006, and we still, today, in 2025, still teaching. Anyone is welcome to come to learn. It's a community project, still got the love, the energy, and the vibe. So this is my baby. Everything has been going big, but then financially, we had to sustain ourselves. I sat and started thinking, what can I do to sustain the foundation? And there is where the chicken farm idea came up. 2015, 2016 was brilliant. But starting from 2017 onward, the business wasn't doing well. So sometimes we'll go in the chicken coops and we'll see 20 chickens just, on the ground, they're dead. And I was like, this is not a business, We're losing money instead of making money. So let's stop making this business. And then we stopped. But we already had the coops, we had the rooms. So we said, okay, what can we do with these rooms? So most of the community members suggested that we start a school, and that's how we created Heroes Community Academy in 2020.
We can go.
Yeah, that was his, eh? Well, thank you.
My name is Yasir. I live at Magomeni with my mom and dad. I'm 9 years old. I'm go at school Heroes. I'm like to speak English because I want to know. I want to go in Morocco, in Germany, Zanzibar.
You're a superstar.
Me?
Yeah, you're a hero.
I'm not superstar.
So we started renovating the chicken coops, to classrooms. So now we have people instead of chickens in the chicken farm. And the name of the school is Heroes Community Academy. Yasir is one of the kids that we took when we started our school. He was living with his parents, like both parents, but they really were struggling. From what I see now from Yasir, when we picked him up, he didn't know how to speak a word of English. He didn't know mathematics, he didn't know how to read and write. And now he knows all of that. Yasir can speak and he has the confidence. He can speak to anyone, anywhere, and he's not scared of anything. And he's like one of the role models and one of the best students that we have at school. When I started with 39 children. Some of them were from a very poor background. Some of them were orphans. And I just wanted to, in the beginning, I just wanted to support. And I know that to help the kids, it means you save a lot of problems in the future, because so many young people come to us when they have failed their exams. But when we have this school, I thought we could help the little kids to pass their exams so they don't have to come to us after they failed their exams. So now we have about 400 kids. So that one has a problem. She had a stone, she threw it, it hit one of the kids. And this kid said, I'm gonna go report it to Gasica. So before this kid arrives here, this one ran very fast to come to me and ask to forgive her before even the one who got hit came to me. So now I'm waiting for the other student to come to see if he's gonna come or not.
Vizuri kutoka na mwenendo wake mpaka atimiza zile shughuli zake, na kwa hiyo namsikia vizuri, kwa biko sawa, anasaidia watu, mtu mwenye imani, mwenye karibu na yuko karibu na familia na jamii, kwa hiyo haina tatizo.
This place reminds me of a day that I, visited my teacher, the guy who picked me up from the streets. He took me down to buy chapati. So this is called chapati. And I got there, waiting for chapati. It takes a bit of time, maybe 15 minutes until you get your whole chapati. So while I was waiting, I had the kids crying. This kid was crying for 15 minutes. I was like, why is this kid crying? I asked the mother. So she opens the room's door, and she was like, here's the kid. And I looked at this kid, like the kid was born with Down syndrome. People say kids who are born with Down syndromes or disability, they're being locked up in the rooms. And that's exactly what I saw. So that changed my mind, and I decided to open up a Gasica from that day. That's the reason why we have Gasica today. My goal was to start with just 6 kids who are born with Down syndromes or were born with any disability, just to give them a hope, give them a place, give them love. But right now, we have 42 students. We still have more kids. We receive phone calls day by day. We have this kid over here, we need help. But we can't help everybody because of the capacity of the space we have. So we pick the kids from different locations. We drop them at school. When you get there, they have fixed schedules. They learn how to read and write. They have time to play. They have time to eat. They have time to sleep. They have time, they're learning even the sign language. So they have everything there. They've got the love from all our staff. We make sure that they are treated nicely.
If you're happy and you know it, touch your nose. If you're happy and you know it, touch your nose. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, touch your nose. Hello. Hello. Happy and you know it, shout hello. Hello. Happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it,
Jombi, karibu. Tofauti gani ninazoziona? Rau afadhali si kama vile zamani. Zamani alikuwa haelewi chochote, lakini sasa hivi afadhali sana, kabadilika. Kabadilika si haba, namshukuru.
Bye bye.
I'll see you on Monday. Muache kaka atakimbia.
Bye bye.
Haya na nyie. Karibuni tena.
I want to become a soldier.
I want to become a mechanic.
I want to become a teacher.
I want to become a scuba diver.
I want to become a businessman.
I want to become a doctor.
I want to become a tour guide.